1, 2, 3. Lining it up. You need to go towards you, like that. Yeah. Yep. That's weird, right? Yep. Okay.
Juan's parts didn't get here till late in the day, but we've got the new linings on. The new drums are here. They might still be in his car, actually. I don't know where those are for the front, but they're here. Yeah, so all that's done. Brake springs are on, new springs. Remember, these curved to the outside for room for the hub. We should finish this up tomorrow. We got the new rollers. You know, this had the flat spot. That airbag's got to go on still, but we got a new leveling valve. And that leveling valve is going to replace that one there that's been leaking. This brake drum is on. I mean, everything's done. This is going to be nice. So we'll definitely have it out for a test drive tomorrow. Depending on the treadle valve, we have it off. We haven't been able to get the new one yet. We got to find out where that's at. But we could put the old one back on for now. And then when the new one comes in a couple days, I'll put it on. I'm really curious about it, how, you know, I want to test everything else out. New bump stops will go on tomorrow once we get the airbags up. Hubs will go on real quick. Just got to pack the bearings, put the hubs on, but everything's ready to go. New seals. You saw us install the new wiper on there the other day. I don't know if I ever did a up-close video of the old one, but you can see how much that seal really cut into that thing. And we could not find a speedy sleeve for it, so we just replaced the wiper. But yeah, everything is progressing nicely. Okay, as I'm getting ready to do these hubs for the bus, one thing you have to pay attention to is make sure they go on the, because we got them sitting next to each other. There is a left and a right. The lefts have little L's on them, which tell you they're left-handed thread, that they go on the left side of the bus. And then the R's, obviously, these actually, they should be an R on there. Yep, there's an R. So as long as you don't screw that up, you can put them next to each other. Okay, wheel bearings are packed. Getting ready to put the seals in these. I must be sitting on it. There's a number on there somewhere for you. It's on this side. It's got the measurements on it. 4 inches is the inside opening. 5.625 is the outside opening, and the 0.438 must be the thickness of the seal itself. I don't see the part number though. Can't help you there today. Make sure you lube it when you put it in. It's got a, inside outside. I always add a little bit of extra sealant just to the outside when I slide that in, even though that blue coating is a sealant itself. Sometimes there's nicks and scrapes in there, in the hub itself, and we just don't want to let water get in there, which is what we're trying to, the whole purpose of this. So I'm going to go grab some RTV. I'll use some right stuff around it. There's another one in. So I just use a big steel block here that I use. I put a paper towel over it, bang it on there. I lubed up the seal. The bearing is clean. I don't want to promote spinning inside there, so I'll wipe that one more time in there. So I use this spanner on there. It's a kind of a universal one, just to make sure I can over tighten that super tight, spin it a few times, and then I can back it off to the appropriate torque. And then when I put this all back together, that way I've got some good spinning on the wheel. It'll tighten up a tiny bit more. And then this lock ring, because that's a half moon, it can't turn. That little thing goes on there. That'll get bent over in a little bit. And then you put this nut on. do is you put it on tight enough where you can take a sledgehammer and a chisel and beat the ever-living shit out of it until it's tight. Oh, no, that's not what you do. That's what everybody else does. But then you put a socket on it, which is a 2.5-inch socket, and then you can properly torque it. I actually had to clean that nut up on the grinder before I could even get my socket on it because they had beat it up so much with the chisel. So I'll go get my torque wrench, torque that, and we're all set. That's how you do it. Now I just got to bend it over. And we're good. This chisel's not the right chisel.
She's bending that over.
That means it can never back off.
That's like meant to do that like that?
Yeah, that's why it was all beat up. But they're not supposed to use the chisel for this part of it now, which is what people do, and then that puts little cuts in it. So if you use your chisel this way,
right,
which is terrible on your chisel.
Sure.
So you see how it keeps it from rotating.
Yeah, and then that way I don't have tear marks in it.
Got it.
But now that can never come undone, and the wheel is perfect. I am wearing gloves. In a minute, I'll tell the bus to bend over. I always wear gloves when I pack wheel bearings. Seal is pre-lubed, everything is cleaned. All the way back on. Now I gotta go get my paper towels because this needs to get cleaned, the grease off of it. Will you grab them for me? No, I left them on the other side. I don't want grease on there. I don't want to promote spinning on that spindle. It's only supposed to spin out here, not in the middle. That's why I always wipe all the grease off of it. Grease out of the rollers there, between the race and the rollers. You always want to look around the backside too and make sure that everything is on there all the way, that the seal is up all the way on the wiper. Start to feel it bind. People love it when I bang on a screwdriver.
It's your screwdriver. You can do what you want with it.
Just enough to get that started, and then get a chisel in it. I love shit like this too. It's a big dull chisel. It'll be fine. Look at that. Thing of beauty. So I'm just tightening the slack adjuster where the wheel doesn't spin anymore. And then the fronts I'll back off a quarter of a turn. Make sure it spins. Since everything's brand new and it's dragging a little bit, I'm going to go about a 1/16 more. Just to make it until it wears in there good. Plus the drum's not attached right now, so I'm just holding it into place. These are balanced rims. You paid to have them balanced. So look at the big weights that are welded on there. Whenever you order the drum, if the last part number ends in a B, that means balanced. These are web. This one's just got a couple little balance weights on it.
Yeah, there's like a rubber seal in here.
Yeah.
Or dig some stuff out with the awl, so let's set that there too.
Okay. That tie rod took about 50 pumps of grease. I finally spit a little bit out. I'm just gonna finish greasing up the front end here, and pretty soon ready to have the wheel book goes back on. We got a couple fittings in the brakes. And slack adjuster. If you ever can't get your grease gun to prime after you change the grease, take this off. You can sit there and pull the trigger for 5 hours and nothing will come out, but once you take that out, there you go, it'll start to prime. And then just wipe it off, hook it back up, and we'll have a grease gun that is primed. For some reason, the resistance that it takes to push it through the little hose just doesn't let it prime, it just backs it up. Look at that, we have grease. It worked.
All right, ready?
Yep. Yep. Probably take 2 or 3 minutes before those air out. It'll air up the...
Oh, it's going to air up the airbags.
Yeah, it'll air up the tank first for the brakes.
Right. You want a fast idle?
Yeah. It might not do it yet though. Does it usually do it right away?
It does it pretty quickly.
Okay. Yeah, there's not enough air pressure for it yet.
Yeah.
It'll kick in a minute.
Okay.
You're gonna hear a couple little popping noises when those bags start to inflate the rest of the way.
Oh, okay.
That one's already getting air in it. That one's
Yeah.
straightening out.
So they go kind of like in an order?
No,
Kind
it's
of-
just building pressure as it goes. In a minute, it's gonna start lifting up too. But they got their shape now. It's going up.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Also, your bus used to never really lose air pressure, so everything it's doing right now, you always had your airbags were already filled up for you all the time, so you're using a lot more air right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird that the fast idle's not kicking.
Go flip the switch, and maybe that might be the same issue you had with the shutdown. Lift it on the other side. Does it slide up?
Yeah.
Off the plates? Wiggle those plate, that wood. Is the wood free?
Oh, not yet.
The other side is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You sure you can't wiggle it yet? Okay. Yeah, it's coming. I don't think we had anything on the other side. It was just the bump stop.
Okay.
Or no, we had a 4x4 over there.
Yeah, we had a 4.
But this has the bump stop and the wood. So. The impact might get it now that it's broken free.
Yeah, it's broken free enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let it down then.
Okay, just be careful. The bus may come down a little bit.
Yep. I'm gonna go slow. Shit. Shit. What is going on here? I don't have a good angle on it.
It's alright. Let me get the impact on this. You might just have to.
You want to put the jack on it?
Let's just whack it a few times and see.
Right.
We have nothing holding it together anymore. So
Oh yeah, so just bust it apart. Yeah.
go flying.
Oh yeah. Made a bunch of noise.
Move your fingers so I can see if it's actually working or not. It's turning.
It is not.
Well, or it's lifting the bus.
It's lifting the bus.
It's turning. It's definitely turning.
Is it really?
Yeah,
No way.
it is.
Really?
Yep. Guaranteed.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay. Yep. Barely turning, but
Yeah. Enough where we broke free what was
yeah, the
seized.
crud. There we go.
There we really broke it free.
Yep. Good?
Yeah, let's let it down. Man, that stung my fingers.
Yeah, that I hit the back of my hand. That's gonna leave a mark. Oh, shit. The whole bus was lifted on that.
See if it worked. Yeah, let that out. Okay.
Let this down. If we do that, we can get it in the cup.
Yeah, I don't think it won't go that far down.
Oh, it won't go that far down?
That's so I'm either there,
Okay.
which
Good. Is it not coming out?
Not at all.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's the first time I've seen it move.
I guess it is. It's free. I can literally knock it out now. Do you have a...
Just hit.
It's free. I'm not even worried about it. See, look.
Okay.
But I need a poker.
Yeah, let me get these other ones out.
Okay. Gonna fall? Okay. All right, ready?
Yep.
That's coming out, right?
Yeah. Will that fit against the end? Don't worry about dulling my chisel. I don't think it'll fit that way.
No, I don't think it'll fit either way.
Oh, well here. Go nut on nut.
How is it this tight still?
The corrosion that's in there, the
Okay.
dissimilar metal corrosion.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna push it while you do that. There we go. Yep. Okay. Shit, man. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was. Okay, 2 more bolts on this side.
I didn't realize in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally have nothing to grab onto.
We'll have to drill it, and hopefully by heating it and drilling it, we broke the bolt off. Not just the GM stuff. Look at that. Just dry brittle.
Yep. Breaking. Oh, man.
I wouldn't call it rubber anymore.
No. Some kind of paste. You just went up. Okay. All right. And then you said it's concave? Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll clean that all up because that's all corroded.
Yep.
But I can see how it's been rubbing on there and wearing on the inside. There we go. Oh, it's gonna break.
Yeah. Okay.
But all that play that was happening in there, it was letting it just slide back and forth and bang. So that's going to need a wire wheel on the inside.
Okay.
And then we can get the new bushings in it. And then drill out one little bolt. All right, well that bolt we broke off, we ended up breaking off a drill bit in the hole from trying to drill it out. So we're going to get to that tomorrow. It's not going to be fun. Air brakes work perfectly. There's zero air pressure loss when we hold down the brakes for a minute. yeah, so the air system's great. All we have left to do is just these radius rod bushings, and apparently they're going to fight us tooth and nail. You can only do one at a time, and you got to be careful not to move things around, or you'll never get them lined back up. So that'll be tomorrow's video. He helped me out all day yesterday. I only worked for him a little bit, but I didn't charge him for any of it. And then because he helped me out yesterday with the solar panel install, I worked all day for him at no charge today, and put in a really pretty long, hard day today.
See him loading up his tools, check the air and all those duels. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Well, he's got a long, hard ride in that pre-war silver sides. Get that bus grease monkey on the road. Well, he's got that hammer down and that 47 Hound. It's that bus grease monkey on the road. He travels all around and he's coming to your town. Get that bus grease monkey down the road. See that 4104 with the propped up engine door. Watch that bus grease monkey do his thing. 30 years behind that barn, 'cause it don't run worth a darn. Watch that bus grease monkey make it sing. He knows them Detroits, there's no doubt, upside down and inside out. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Saving buses far and wide in that old blue silver sides. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Get that bus grease monkey down the road. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know?